Hey guys, Jess with Mythically Fabrications here. This is a reply to Mr. Green's video. Good review, by the way. And I do understand a lot of those flaws that he ran into because that was on our previous models. It was over 2 months ago that we gave him the pipe, and we did handle a lot of those issues. Another one's actually a little Chinese, knockoff connector. We had a lot of people actually have a lot of problems with that, so we actually switched up to the Ego 510s with beauty cone. Those will be coming out in November for everyone. Doesn't matter. That's how it is. The pipe stem. Okay. I actually have the fix in one of my reviews, or not one of my reviews, but in one of my videos. The reason we don't do the ring on them is because I like a super nice fit. I like something that doesn't wobble, because it drives me nuts when I see a stem go in and it wobbles back and forth. Plus, a lot of pipes actually are supposed to be held in the mouth. No, not those gigantic ones, although of course you just want to look odd. But grab the tank over here. We're gonna put the tank right here. But when I put a stem in, I want to make sure it's good. All right, that's in there nice. There's no wobble at all. In one of my videos, I show how to open and shrink a tenon, which is this little piece right here. The reason I do it through the rings is because of that, and it's vulcanite. You can actually change the tenon size depending on what you're using. Very easy fix. I put it out there originally just like that. We like them press fit. Use a torch, a little bit under it, until this gets a little bit warm. Use an awl, push it in, opens it or shrinks it. So it all depends on how you want it. Okay, that addresses that issue. The button. We're still using the same caps, but we found that they weren't completely cleaned all the way. That's the reason why there'd be some misfires every now and then. And flat tops, anything with like a nice flat top, we found the problem was the fact that, well, the casing on the outside wouldn't allow it to touch. So we would put a small little dent on the top to create more of a touch on the bottom. And the biggest thing we always say is we always recommend AWIMR or MNKE. There might be other batteries out there, with a bigger amp draw or whatnot. We haven't found the best of use of those, so that's the reason why on the site we say AWIMR or MNKE. And Grimm, I noticed there was a gray battery coming out of the pipe we sent you. That wasn't in neither of those two. So, and you say it doesn't do sub-ohm. Well, this is, let me show it this way. 0.5 ohms, alright? Zmax is great because it can tell you the ohms. Well, take this off. This right here is definitely not an 18650 pipe. Okay, and I say, you can go below 0.7 ohms on an 18650, 18500. This is an 18490. I'm going to put this right on here after I get done with caffeine jitters. It's doing it. Doing it quite fine. So the reason it malfunctioned is because you were using the wrong battery. Now, I've been told by several people it is mechanical, it isn't mechanical. Mechanical means no circuitry. It can have wires technically, but it's the fact that it uses no circuits and it's straight to the connector, as if you were to take a battery, 2 wires, go right to it. That's as mechanical as you can get, besides 2 pieces of metal as the tubing. Because if you look at it, the 2 pieces of metal, if you roll those up into, instead of big flat pieces, or the tube, it's just 2 wires technically going right to the connector. It's just molded differently. So it is mechanical. It can handle that. I proved it right here. Alright. The face on there, it was a free pipe. We thought it'd be kind of fun if your face is on it, because, you got your 1 or 2 of your mods with your face on it, so we thought it'd work. The leather on top, yeah, they do look like drums, especially the edgy hourglass. Those look like a little bongo drum. But, we address the fact that it pulls away resistance if you are touching the metal directly, even if it's minute. If there is a short of some sort, it protects your fingers from getting burned since you're not touching the metal. And also, if you're at a Renaissance festival, it's more correct to have leather on top, since some people actually wrap leather around their pipes when not in use. So, but we did address the issue of the tops. We had some people that we got rid of. We're only a crew of 4. We were a crew of 5 for a while, but we got rid of him because not everything was keeping as up to code as it should have. So, but yeah, that should address the issue of the faulty connector, the way it looks, the connection of the battery, and the stem. Now we do have some new ones coming out, which we already actually have out, which is, where is it? I'll bring it back, hold on. Right here, the brand new M5, which uses it's the same setup as all our pipes, but magnetic tops. You don't have to worry about, undoing it every time. It's set the same way every time. We can't do them out of wood because the wood's not stable enough to do the tops as we do them. We don't like a big gigantic just hole through. We actually have it recessed in to fit over this area right here, as you can see, and this area is real thin, so we haven't done that with wood yet successfully. We will eventually. But yeah, I mean, if you need magnets, there you go. One thing Grimm didn't address on is, yes, we are cheap. You get a stem with every pipe. The woods actually start at 88 instead of 120. The acrylics are the next step up. So we have a lot to offer. And Grimm, thank you very much for the review. You always do well. I wish you would have called us to find out what the problems were, because we assess everything to let you know if we've done updates or if there's changes to send it back and whatnot, because anybody out there that has a pipe that's faulty, send it back, we fix it, you get the new stuff, you get it back. So, but obviously you're extremely busy with many reviews and the wedding that just recently happened, so I can understand a bit. But anyways, guys, just from Mythically Fabrications, Grimm, good job like always. Wish we got the upgrades. It would have been a lot easier on you. Probably wouldn't have had much hassle. Plus, if you do want to take the pipe out, you can remove the face, use a light acetone, and remove the clear coat and remove the paint if you need to. Won't bother me at all. Might bother my girl because she did it, but then you can at least use the pipe outside. Alright? So I'll catch you guys later.